So the way that the ESG program works at Ares, it is powered by ESG Champions. So James, you are one of the critical folks, but there are over 200 ESG champions at Ares. Within the credit business overall, we have about 40 or 50, and we have the firm-wide principles of where we need to go. So how do we incorporate climate change in the investment process? How do we collect ESG data? And how do we work with portfolio companies in a way that fits into how Ares works with portfolio companies?
Yeah, on the investment team, we found that to be super valuable. I think whereas we had an ESG process prior to the program formally coming on, and we thought through ESG factors kind of as integral to general business risk.
Yeah.
It's really helped put some standardization around it. The data collection is just a really valuable resource for us.
Yeah.
It gives us another kind of insight into a business that we otherwise wouldn't have had previously.
Yeah.
For example, we have a lot of companies in our portfolio that fall under the umbrella of manufacturing.
Yeah.
Now we can compare things like safety metrics, employee turnover, and we're collecting data that we weren't previously, and you can see red flags from time to time. We pass on the overwhelming majority of the deals we look at, generally speaking. I think it's about 95% of what we see. So within there, you very frequently find an ESG factor as a driving driving reason for a pass on an investment. An example would be a chemical manufacturing company that we looked at, where there was evidence of spills at the manufacturing plant.
Yeah.
We quickly deemed that to be sort of not worth the time, so that results in an ESG pass.
I think as we talk about ESG, there's a lot of focus on the energy transition and the positive impacts from the environmental side. Where we've found a lot of positive success with the deal teams is also on the social side. We have a healthcare specific vertical, and as we look at those deals, we really highlight of those deals, how are they reducing costs to the healthcare system? How are they improving patient outcomes? How are they enabling research and development? It's a really exciting story where we're able to tell the positive story of ESG integration. The really exciting part about ESG integration in private credit is it's relatively new. So within private equity, the topic of ESG improving portfolio companies' performance and engaging with companies has been in place for a few years. Within private credit, it's probably emerged within the past 2 to 3 years. I think the area of differentiation for Ares and why private credit is so exciting is because we cover 500 private equity sponsors. Probably less than 10% of those private equity sponsors have full-time ESG resources, but 60% of them have a policy or have companies in their portfolio where the large Fortune 500 companies are coming to them as part of their own supply chain and asking them for resources. Where Ares can provide value is we have a private equity business, we have a real estate business, we have an infrastructure business. So how do we share the information as ESG continues to evolve in a way that provides value and use the scale that Ares has?